Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'll be taking a look at AMD's Fluid Motion Frames. This is something that has been in preview for a very long time, and it's finally available in drivers 24.1.1. It's something you do need to enable from the driver itself, so it would allow you to take advantage of basically AI frame generation on pretty much every game. There are some games that can't do it, but most of them do now, which is great. And for a graphics card like the RX 7600 non-XT, this actually helps out quite a lot in a game like Cyberpunk 2077. So I'm just going to quickly go through my in-game settings. Now, unfortunately, this GPU only has 8GB of VRAM, so using ray tracing really not advisable. So playing at a resolution of 1920 by 1080 as well, also to keep down the VRAM usage. This game in general just uses a massive amount of VRAM. So you can see ray tracing is off, resolution scaling is off. Using 90 field of view, and I'm also using lens flares. I'm not using any motion blur, that's just a personal choice for me. Now in terms of the settings, everything is at high or ultra where possible. However, I'm not using any psycho for these screen space reflections, and that's actually pretty demanding. So these are the settings I'm using, and of course the game does play well. This is what the performance would look like normally. Unfortunately, MSI Afterburner and ReviTuner Statistics Server can't monitor fluid motion frames. So if you're wondering why your frames are not being represented as they should, it's because ReviTuner doesn't actually track them correctly. So what I'm using is AMD's actual in-house overlay, and as you can see, the performance is around about 123 frames, but you're getting about a frame gen lag of around 26, 27 milliseconds. So this is the only way to track it correctly if you're wondering why it's not enabled. Now you can definitely feel the difference. And in a game like this, it certainly does make a benefit. I just really wish the non-XT version of this graphics card had a bit more VRAM. They have now released the RX 7600 XT that comes with, I believe, is 16GB. So if you're in the market for a affordable GPU, let's call it, at 1080p, definitely get the 16GB version over the 8GB version, because even at 1080p 8GB is still a limitation, unfortunately. Anyway, making my way to a Ripper dock. I do need to take Johnny's stupid goat tattoo off of me. But yeah, it feels super smooth, if you're wondering. Just as I say that, there was a bit of a frame spike there, but generally you can actually feel that extra smoothness from enabling fluid motion frames. Now, if you're wondering what I think about it in combination or in comparison to frame generation from NVIDIA, I would still say, because of NVIDIA Reflex, even at lower frames per second, for example like 40 frames per second, frame generation on NVIDIA feels still a lot more responsive, whereas on AMD, if you get down to similar frames, it feels pretty bad, it has to be said. So as long as you can maintain around 60 frames per second or above, the Fluid Motion Frame Edition works pretty well. So I've pretty much beat every mission on this game. I've beat the game now, so I'm just gonna avoid any missions. Just gonna go around and start some trouble, get into some conflict, and see how the game performs, especially while doing quick movements. I know a lot of you guys say this technology kind of falls apart when you're doing quick movements, so I'll definitely attempt to do that quite often and see if there's a frame rate drop. Now this is actually my streaming and recording PC. I don't use it very often, for gaming, but it is perfectly capable. It sports a Ryzen 9 7900 XT 3D, and it has 32 gigabytes of DDR5 running at 6400 megahertz. I think it's like KINGBANK. I don't actually know too much about the brand, but it has a very, very good looking RGB, and it performs well. Anyway, let's get something changed. This is what I want to get at. Johnny, when you let Johnny take over your body, puts on this stupid tattoo. Now, I want to put on the... check what processor I got at the moment, because you need one to use smart rifles, and then you need one to use or improve your power weapon. So this one's for power weapons. I already got that one. I need to put on the one for smart rifles. Now before the update you could only ever choose one, so it's nice that now you can kind of have both. This is the smart link. Yeah, I've actually got that now. I think I've already got it on. Actually no, I haven't. Okay, which one's better? I think I'll go with this. That'll do. So now the game actually allows you to have access to all weapons now. You can have smart weapons on and normal power weapons and still use all of their features, which is nice. I just got a text message from Lizzy Wizzy. I'm just going to quickly check what she had to say. I guess she's not answering the phone. Anyway, we'll see what she had to say. My little adventure was actually very inspirational. I put out my first BD today, thanks. Couldn't have done it without you. Let's see what she's saying. Lizzy Wizzy's typing. I'll be all over the airwaves. Keep an eye out. I think she's just mentioning her new song that she's made. Okay, so I'm gonna try and get into some gunfights now. Okay, I saw some guys I can get into some beef with. Go and chase them down. So yeah, as you can see, there is a few frame spikes here and there, but honestly, when you're playing with an 8GB card, you can kind of expect that. Let's get out of the car. Come on now, don't run now. See if we can get some police to get involved as well. Shoot some civilians. But I love Johnny's pistol. It's probably one of the best pistols in the game. Definitely has the best reload animation. 3 civilians down, there's still no police presence. I'm not too sure what's going on there. Oh, here they come. Took their time. Damn, I got run over. So your wanted level only seems to really go up once you start killing police. Okay, so turning very quickly does kind of drop FPS quite a bit. So people are correct in saying that fast motions on the keyboard and mouse can actually really reduce performance. Okay, need to make a move. See what you guys have got. I need to get out of here. There's gonna be way too many police coming. Let's go for a little ride. Let's bring out my go out for my Kusanagi. Damn, there is way too much police on me now. Let's get out of here. Try and get out of here. There's just police everywhere. Man, that bike didn't last long. Can't believe they actually launched a game without this kind of police pursuit system. It's so much better now when you're actually committing crimes. But as you can see, when I quickly change direction, performance drops to around 20 frames or so, and then it climbs back up. So that's probably another negative around Fluid Motion Frames, but other than that, it can make your experience a lot smoother. Dead end, but luckily my legs are good enough to jump over. Alright, we need to get out of here. Let's try using Jackie's arc. There it is. See if I can escape this time. Now I'm playing with keyboard and mouse, so it's a little bit harder to drive with keyboard and mouse because it's a lot more twitchy. Sorry guys, try not to run over any civilians. Oh, there is police everywhere. Narrowly dodged that. Yeah. It almost feels like they got harder now. It's almost as if they've improved it some way. And they're really trying to take me out. Alright, see if I can lose them on the beach. Maximum wanted level, so they're pretty much going to bring in their best. Okay, so I've got this special ability where I can cool down my wanted level as long as I break the line of sight. So I've done that now. Minus the frame spikes though, it does feel very good. It just gives a little bit more, well, it gives you a bit of a better experience, I would say, with a lower end GPU like this in a more demanding game. But generally, if you're only playing at 1080p, this GPU is pretty capable. Let's go out to the Badlands, visit Pan Am or something. Actually, no, there's actually races. I forgot you can actually do that now. So let's get into one. No, probably thinking is the frame spikes due to fluid motion frames. Honestly, even without it, you still get frame spikes with this kind of setup at least. And this waypoint's bringing me all about the place. Maybe I gotta wait till night time. Let's see. Okay, I need to get myself down here. Gotta get out of here before the police show up again. This car's pretty hard to control with keyboard and mouse. By the time you turn up, I'll be long gone. Hopefully I'm going the right way this time.
Code 0. I repeat, code 0 in this area. All units resume normal duties.
Okay, street race time. Let's see how this works. I haven't tried this outside of the mission.
Start your stallions! Come on! I want to smell that choo-choo burn! Let them roar! Make my
Okay.
ears bleed!
Johnny's your partner this time.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's count it down! 3, 2, 1!
Come on. I got into the lead easy enough. Guess you don't need Claire to shoot for you anymore. I don't think so, Johnny.
All units in the area. Criminal activity confirmed in Santo Domingo. I repeat, confirmed criminal activity in Santo Domingo.
I wonder what happens when police get involved.
Sorry, dispatch. Had to take a leak. I'm on. Suspect's vehicle has been located. Details have been sent.
Damn it. This car, man. Alright, we're in first place now.
All units in the area, order has been restored. All units instructed to return to patrol.
Back into the lead easy enough. So I got this perk that improves vehicle armor. Hopefully this will come in useful. Damn it, this car. Pretty long race, has to be said. Damn it, we have to go off-road. This car's useless off-road. Still feeling pretty smooth and responsive. Come on. Barely hanging on here. All right. We won.
Guess it's your lucky day.
Really wish the frame spikes weren't a thing, but other than that, it's a pretty cool technology. I mean, I wish Nvidia allowed something similar, so you can kind of just have like unofficial support and you can kind of use it at your own leisure. But at least AMD's giving you that option. They can do a better job by actually having FSR free in a bit more games, but this is the next best thing, I guess. So that is pretty much it for me, guys. Just checking out how Fluid Motion Frames works on my RX 7600 in a game like Cyberpunk 2077, which is ridiculously demanding. It actually works pretty well. So thanks very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.